This is part 2 of the series Duke Nukem Again, and this is the image that I have decided to work on. And I've had a go of it over the last couple of days, some of it, and it's harder than I thought it was going to be because it's just weird. I don't even know how to describe it exactly. It's hard to see. I've got two images up here. I've got a third one, but it's pretty similar. It is just hard to see what to do. I know you probably would look at it and you go, how hard can it be? And that's what I thought when I was about to start. And then there's weird things in weird spots that I find, how am I going to join this and how am I going to start this part? And then I had a go at texturing a little bit of it as well. Bricks like this are not easy to do unless you're in Substance Designer. And that's a possibility, but I think I may still just go ahead and do it in Substance Painter. It's just a little bit easier to do what I want to do. But some of the details I can't see that well. Anyhow, I am going to start this now, and what I've done is I've modeled some of this section. I modeled this part of the wall up to the corner. All right, like this. Not everything, but the main things. And I'm going to use this as a template. So I brought that in, I've scaled it up a little bit, and I moved it back. And I'm going to use that. Now, this is not perfect by any means, and it's not complete, but that's what I'm going to do. And I will provide this reference on the Zero Bio Discord. That's where they are. So in order to get the reference, you go to the Zero Bio Discord and you go into the references channel. And it will be, at this point of the video, one of the last references that there are. I don't know how good that this is or how useful this is to anybody, but I'm going to do this. And even with this, I still may have some issues. But that being said, I'm going to get started here, and this will be the beginning of the modeling, and it's somewhat of blockout as well. So that's just the way that's going to go. So I'm going to drag this up here, and I'm going to go into wireframe. And I think I'm going to take this and drag it to about here where this protrusion is. This is a separate piece. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to bring this down to maybe around, maybe I'll go just under that thing. And I'm thinking of having that as a separate piece, and I'll do cutouts for putting the window in. It's a little bit hard to tell. While I'm here, I think I'll take this and I'm going to press E to extrude, and I'm going to pull this down to here. And I will separate these out. I'll take that piece, separate it out. So that's a separate piece there. And yeah, like that. And I'll come back here, and I can lay this over top of it, or snap it to it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do exactly. So I've got this, and I'm going to take this piece here, and I'm going to extrude that down to there, and let's select that. Let's break that out as a separate piece to make those. And let's do one more piece here. Let's come in here. Actually, let's take this whole thing, just Shift D and duplicate, pull it down. I'm going to activate Snap to Edge and pull that up and just snap it to there. Take this edge and snap it to there. So that one, let's see. I'm not sure. I'll work on that later on just to get that to join. Alright, so I've got all those pieces. So now, this one here, where am I? That piece. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to drop an edge loop in. It is pretty much centered, so that's good. Control B, and pull it out to here. And drag an edge loop to there, and then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to delete that. So I've got that. So now I'm going to take these edges And I'm going to extrude the back a ways. And let's just have a look at this. See, okay, everybody's good. So that's like the little garage part in there. So let's keep working on that. So I want this centered piece. So this is going to be brick, and this is going to be brick, and then this is going to be like concrete here. So let's come in here and let's use this piece here. Shift D to duplicate, pull it over, and I'll pull it to here and extrude like that. And let's I didn't do that on the image. Okay, let's come to the image and click on this part here, side. Let's just front so I can see in the back there. So let's go into here and let's take this and first of all, let's get rid of that face, and then let's take this and let's pull it under here. And we're going to get rid of that bottom face there, and we're going to come in, we're going to get rid of that top face. And I'm going to put on a bevel, and I'll go for, I guess I'll go for 3 and 0.01. Let's try that. Alright, so we have that central one there, and that's joined to it. Okay, so that's good. So let's have a look at creating that. And let's see what I want to use. If I take this piece again, Shift D to duplicate, pull it out, I'm actually going to break that out. Now there it is. And I'm going to take this and I'll just slide it backwards so that we'd see some bricks and then the concrete. So it's in a little bit. And let's just take this, push it up as close as we can, and extrude it over to here, and then we'll cut into it. So come around to the back. We're going to get rid of that. We're not going to need the top of that. We're not going to need that. In fact, we're probably not going to need the sides either, but we'll do that in a second. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's cut it like this in Control B and just drag it to about there, and an edge loop up to about, let's make it roughly equal. Okay, hang on a second. That's not quite right. I may move some of this. Let's see if I put it under there. So just sort of getting it equal here. Just wondering if I want to pull that out. Well, let's do that for now and take this face and delete it. And we have this. Okay, I actually need some thickness on this. Extrude it back. I may snap to that one. And have that. Okay, in that case, I'm going to slash key to focus on this, and I'm going to get rid of the sides. And we'll just make sure that that works. Now, if we want, we can come over here to geometry and switch this to arc. We'll round this a little bit. I'm not sure. Let's try that on this as well. See if that's what we want. It's a bit more rounded. Okay, so that would be in there. So if that was the case, I want a nice central line. I'm going to select here and grab. That's centered. So bring my 3D cursor there so I can take this and set the origin to the 3D cursor. And do I not have my screencast keys on? Let's have a look at that. Maybe I don't. I did. See? Oh, maybe they've been going the whole time. No? Huh. Alright, maybe I somehow turned them off. Okay, so I can see through that a little bit, so I'm just going to take this and let's see. I want to move it over a little bit. Can't really see through. I think that's okay. And it's just a question of how far back to put it. I kind of want to put it back a little bit more so we see a little bit more of the brick wall of that. I'll think about that as we go on. So now we're going to do here this. It's very simple. Let's have a look at the reference. Not that one. That one doesn't have it. That one doesn't have it. So let me find the image that has the garage door. All right, here it is. So you can see the brick wall under, and I mean, again, just about the textures. I mean, you can see these brownish kind of bricks, and then these ones which are a different scale and a different color. Anyways, and then you can see the concrete, and then you can see this stuff. This is really the one that I used more when I was thinking about doing this. So I think this stuff's going to come back out a little bit, and we're just going to go ahead and do it. So I want to do this piece here, and that's quite simple. And I'm just going to take this piece here and Shift D to duplicate it, pull it down a little bit. I'm going to break it out, P to break it out. All right, and I'm going to select this edge and pull it up a little bit. And now I'm going to scale it in the X, like that. Pull it out a little bit. So I've got the mirror on there, that's fine. Actually, a little bit more. And I'm going to extrude back, and I'm going to get rid of that. I've got the bevel on there. And so that's fine. I'm going to leave it there for the moment and have a look. Okay, that comes out to there, and then the bar goes out further. All right, so let's take this then. Let's Shift Alt and click that edge and pull it back in. And yeah, okay. I'm going to select that, bring my 3D cursor there, and I'm going to bring in a cylinder, and I'm just going to use 16 vertices. Rotate Y, well, not rotate 7, rotate Y 90, and scale her down. Let me scale in the X. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Move it down to there. I'm going to scale Shift X, not in the X, just thin it out a bit. And I'll take this. Actually, let's play with it here. It's actually not bad. For what I want to do, I'm going to select that face and this face and Control B, and we'll bevel it and we'll shade smooth. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to just pull it out like that, and then I'm going to take this, I'll pull that out a little bit and just take this and bring it back like that. And let's have a look here. Okay, so this I get to flip. Okay, that didn't work. Let's flip that. Okay, I'll just do flip. Okay, so far so good. I'm going to save. I would like to do more stuff, more detail on this. And then for this piece, how do I want it? You know, it's just there. It's like it's on the outside of the concrete, but then this one looks like it's on the inside of the concrete. So this is what I dealt with. So I'm going to do it on the inside of the concrete, I think. And what I'll do is I will come in here and I will take an edge or even a face of this, Shift D. I do that quite a lot. And I will scale it in the X like this. Bring it up. And let me bring it back under. Maybe not under too much, but just sort of like as if it's attached. Take this edge and I'm going to drag it down. I can snap it by holding Control. And I think maybe I'll do that. And I think I will create an area here like this. I suppose I could be looking here. Not that much. There. So delineate that area there. It doesn't seem very long, very big, but all right. And then I'm just going to roll my mouse up a bunch of times in this area, just a bunch, and have those, and then Control B, split it. I just want two like that, and then I'm going to just extrude them out, something like that. And I'm going to slash key to focus just on that, And I'm going to, okay, this is, let's see, I don't want to get anything but this stuff. I'm going to select there, hold down Shift, select there, X faces, just delete the faces on the side, and shade smooth. I think I wanted to put a bevel on this. The bevel's on it. What am I talking about? Is that good enough? Do I want to pinch these in? Let's just select all of these. I might have to do something down here. I think I do. I'm going to take these and I want to pinch them in the Z together. So I'm going to switch to individual origins and try SZ. Just see if I want to do this or not. I don't think it hurts anything. Do I want that piece to come out? Yeah, I think I do. So what I'm going to do is, oh, there's my edge there. I'm going to accentuate this a little bit. I'm going to bring that out, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to extrude it out a little bit. Get rid of that face, and get rid of that face, and maybe take this and just drag it down a little bit. Not too much. And that's probably what I'm going to go with, and just have it in there like that. You know, we're going to look under there. You're going to see it like that. Okay, now, why is it looking funny? Because I don't have that. I'm going to join that there so the mirror takes it. And we'll come in periodically to merge by distance. Heck of it. And let's make sure now that I am going to put on the shadow. This makes it easier to model this. And that's what I get. So I wanted it a little bit embedded. So we see all that stuff. It's possible that I would consider moving this out a little bit. Just a little bit under there so that I could take these and move them out a little bit. So this is a little bit less of the concrete wall showing there. And that's what we have so far. Okay. Easy stuff, but still, even so. All right, so what should we go on and do? Well, so that's what we have here, and so that's why I wanted to do this as a separate piece up here. To do the windows, and I debated about whether I wanted to do any indentation in geometry or not. And in Substance Painter I can inset this a bit, but I feel like it's going to be better in geometry. So this is not necessarily going to be that great for a game, but for a static render it should be fine. It might be all right either way. So let's go ahead and do this by, let's drop an edge loop there. That's pretty central. So what I may do is Control B, drag it to about the middle, roll up again, and I think that's going to be good. So I'm going to accept that. But let's now drag, let's see, an edge loop to the top of there. And for the window, this part is embedded deep, and then you have the window sill, and you have this thing sitting more on the top, and there's even a thing on top as well. And that is another thing that I struggled a lot with. I kept zooming in on different ones, trying to figure out, aside from this piece, it looks kind of like the window is inside a bit, and then you have the window frame, and you have this sitting on top. And I'll have a look at another one of these. I use this image quite a lot, sort of front on. So embedded and then not, and forget about this piece. So I'm going to go with that idea. So I'm just going to go ahead and make some holes, kind of, and they're not going to be exact, but I'm just going to do this. So I'm going to do that there, and then I'll probably copy this piece over to use here, and then this will be a different one. So I got that, and then what if I take these, Shift Alt and click those, and then just Control B, roll back so I just have the two, and split it, and they should all be pretty equal. So if I'm off the diagram a little bit, that's okay. With that done, I've got this. So let me select, holding down Shift, and let me just make sure I've got the right things. Yeah. All right. So I guess I'm going to do this. I'm going to extrude back a ways like that, and I'm going to X faces. I'm okay deleting them for the time being. Now let's put the bevel on there. Let's select this, Shift and select that, Control L, copy modifiers, and I get a little bit of the curve as well. And I've got that. All right. So good. So now I'm going to create the windows in a square. I don't want, well, yeah, I can take this easily. So yeah, I could have kept that back. Well, I'm just going to reselect that. I'm going to Shift D to duplicate that, pull it out, P to break it out. And I've got this, and it'll still have the bevel on. And let's use this to make the window. I'm going to, let's go in, F to make a face, I think. Okay, so let's, I'm going to hide that, so I have just that guy there. And look at this. All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to drop an edge loop here and split that. And I might as well, I'm going to take this piece, break it out so it's a separate piece, and come into this one here. And I'm going to drop an edge loop there. Right? And then I'm going to, what am I going to do? I'm going to drop an edge loop here. So I've got this one and this one. And now I'm going to press I twice. I. Pull them in like this until I pretty much get that border. And like that might be look a little different. I'm going to go ahead and delete those and just have a look at this. There we go. Okay. Yeah, all right. And you know what I think I'll do? I think I'm going to delete that side. And so I have that and mirror this. I'm going to use this thing as my center thing. So I'm going to bring my 3D cursor there. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to set the origin to the 3D cursor and mirror it over there. And I will go ahead and extrude this back and delete the back faces right now. So good, I get my little line in the middle. Bevel's on. I'm not worried about shading issues. I just am considering whether or not I like the thickness of this. And I think I'm okay. So let's take this one now. And let's just press I. Bring it in like that. Delete. I'm going to extrude backwards and snap to there. Get rid of the back faces. I'll take that and whoops. I'll recalculate outside. I'll take that. Recalculate outside. Now, as I'm looking at this, there's your one. That's fine. Okay. That's basically what it is, except I'm going to put a pane of glass. I have to make a face there. That will likely be flipped. No, it's not. How about that? Yay. Okay, now I'm going to come in here. I'm going to have to make a face. I may do the glass separately later, but for now, this is what it is. Okay, so that's the window. And if we look at one of these, this is kind of what it is, right? You got the two parts. You got the upper part and the bigger part, two of them, and that thing. And then we have the window sill, and we have this with a design on it. So let's do this. Let's take something that's straight. Let's take this straight edge here, Shift D to duplicate, pull it down. I'm going to break it out, P to break it out. I just want to look and see if there's any extra vertices. No, okay. And I may have to adjust the size and position. So I'm going to pull that up there for now. I'm going to extrude down, take it, scale it in the X like that, and then I'm going to push it back in a lot further. You'll see where we're going with this in a minute. I think it needs to come out as well in front of the window, and that's probably fine. And then just a simple rectangle for now, so we can take something like this, Shift D, maybe put it there, maybe scale it in the X. Just to make it simpler, I'll break it out for the moment. I always say for the moment. Pull it down to there. I'll do this in wireframe. I to inset, roughly match the size, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to push it. It actually goes under a little bit here, like that. I'm going to extrude that back a little ways, get rid of the back face. I'm going to put a face on here. It's not the window, and I'm going to pull that a little bit closer. The design goes on there, and double check this. Yeah, that one's flipped. Okay, so take that face and just flip. Okay, so that is the basic thing. So let's bring that back, and I'm just going to separately, actually this one I'm going to I'm going to apply that mirror. Actually, no, before I do this, this is not my favorite geometry to work with, but it's okay. I applied the mirror. I'm going to take both of those and join them, and I can, if I need to, maybe I'll do this. Yeah. It's because of the way that I've got it. I'm going to leave it for now. And what I'm going to do is just, first of all, merge by distance. Yeah, I got rid of 4 of that. That helps. I'm going to pull that in like that. Now, having done that, I could get rid of some of the faces on the outside. I don't think I'm going to, though. And then I'm going to take these. I'm going to join those. And I will eventually join the whole thing. I just want to do this. Now, I just want to think about how far out I want that. Something like that. I can adjust all this, even if I join it. I can do that later. I want some of the bricks to show, and I think they will. It's just, I want to have a closer look at this. What happens if I pull it down? I think that's enough of the frame showing there. So I will take this, and I'm going to join those. And yeah, okay. So I really should be creating collections and everything right now, but I'm going to instead. I'm just going to in edit mode. No, maybe in object mode. I'm going to copy this a few times. I could instance this and move them. That would not be a bad idea. Just what did I do? All right, I am back. I had something weird going on there, but I think it's okay now. So I'm going to just copy these over now, and we will see where we're at and how long the video is. I may not get as far as I would have liked to. This may be a good enough place to stop. Not that we got that much done, but we got something, and we are on our way. Something like that. I got that going on there. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Just change that up a little bit. Okay, so we got some windows and we got those doors, and the idea would be that, let's have a look here. We would have something here. Let's take I'll take that. No, I'll take it from here. Let's take this piece, Shift D. Let's pull it out. P to break it out. Let's come in here and get rid of the extra vertices from, dissolve that, dissolve that. Okay, with that done, let's now extrude upwards and take this and extrude back. I'm just going to extrude back a certain distance. And let's get rid of this face and this face. And you can see the discoloration, so this is obviously flipped. Recalculate, take this and snap to the edge. No, that's not where I wanted it to snap to. I'm out here. Alright, never mind. Let's put it there for now. So that would give us that. And let's see. I'm just having a peek at the diagram. Yeah, let's look at this thing here just to get a sense of how that would go. So I'm going to select here, Shift D to duplicate, scale in the X, pull it down to about there, P to break it out, and let's have a look and see this thing. Okay. Let's box select here, get the approximate size of this. Okay, I'll take it out here and we'll extrude back. We'll get rid of that back face, flipped. And we don't need the top face either. And so that's kind of how that would go, that piece. Let's take this. And now let's get out of individual origins. So we'd have another piece there. And really, I could build it off of here, because if this is going to have windows, this piece here, I would probably be better off coming into here and say taking like, oh geez, I could take the whole thing like that. Let's do this. Let's just Shift D to duplicate, pull that down here, let's say. Break it out. Okay, let's take this and I might keep it, I might not, just move it. Okay, let's take this now, pull that over here, and grab here, let's see. Okay, let's set it in the wrong spot for Windows. Let's see if I do that. All right, I'm going to move this. Let's see. I do have some extra. I may not have got all the pieces that I wanted. You know what? I'm going to take the whole thing, push it out. We'll get rid of these. We can still use this to some extent. I guess I didn't get everything when I copied it. Get rid of that. All right, we can still use this. This is not as nice as I would have liked it. I'm going to just actually move it by hand and line up. There, okay. The windows line up pretty good. Okay, and then I'm going to come in here and let's box select that, drag it to there. Box select this, drag it to there. It's about the right size. Alright. And I could probably just extrude the whole thing back, get rid of that back face, and flip it. And then just grab these, and it doesn't matter that they're not as long. I'm going to do that or something like that. Now, actually, I think this has to go deeper. And then the whole thing would come onto there. And again, I would get rid of the tops. And I'd have it like that. That's all right. And then I come in and I grab a couple of windows. And something like that. There. Goodbye. We don't need that. All right. Well, that's a reasonable place to finish, unless I just want to quickly get the last bit of windows on there. I got two more. So what if I do this? What if we take this, is that one piece? I split it, eh? Okay, I did that earlier, but let's get rid of that. And let's take, here, let's do this. Like that. Let's take that whole big chunk and duplicate it across. And see if I can snap it to there. And bring that back, and let's see. Okay, yeah. What, two? Oh, geez. Okay, wait a second. This piece is in the wrong... Is it in the wrong position? No. Wait a sec. What's going on here? That's it. Oh, there's only one window. Okay. I've only got one on this wall. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So let's come in here. And let's get rid of those vertices. Take those and snap to there, I guess. And sorry about this, guys. Get rid of these guys. So I got those windows in there. Yeah. That is snapped to there. And this piece right now is at the same height as this one, and that's fine. This is actually to come down a little further, at least to there, and then I'll have that other piece. It'll probably come down more. And I'm just thinking at this point this might be a good place to stop, and then we'll come back to it. And this is what we've got. We got a couple of things here we can get rid of. And then I'll bend it around the corner. We'll add another one and we'll just keep going. So let's just see if we can find something that looks half decent. Probably just this modeling one for now. Alright, so hopefully once we get the bricks in and the wood and the glass, and the lighting, it'll look okay. So we are working on another Duke Nukem scene, and I will be back next time to continue the modeling. It's going to take us a little while to do the modeling before we jump into texturing. So thanks very much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Take care.